Hi, my name's Karina, and I'm getting my abdomen, waist, hips, and a BBL done today. I am a mother of two, and no matter how much I work out and diet, I do always have this problem, little fat pockets, so I'm excited to get those out of the way. I chose Infini because I've heard a lot of great reviews about both of the doctors here, and I've seen a lot of the testimonials on PhoenixLiposuction.com, so I'm just really excited to get my work done here. Yeah, absolutely. So Morpheus 8 is essentially like microneedling, but it's mixed with radiofrequency. So depending on what depth they are doing, they can be doing skin tightening. Sometimes they can do like, tissue remodeling. So it's going to be great for doing it right after my lipo procedure on my abdomen for skin tightening. I don't expect like perfection, but I do expect, I'm excited for some of that problem fat to go away, and I'm excited to have a little bit more of a booty.
Hi, I'm Dr. William Shuell of Infini Cosmetic, and today I'm going to be performing liposuction of the abdomen, waist, and hips on my patient Karina with fat transfer to the buttocks. The only alternative method that I can think of that might be in any way reasonable to fat transfer to the buttocks would be buttock implants. But buttock implants do not have a great history. The implants are very firm silicone, and people move around, people sit on their buttocks, and because of that, those implants never stay in place, and they have a very high rate of failure and having to be removed. Fat transfer is beautiful because it is soft, it's malleable, it feels exactly like the tissue it's going into, so the buttock becomes larger, shapelier, but in any other way, unchanged. Karina can be a challenge in some ways because she's very lean. She's not bringing a lot of fat to the project. But because she's lean, everything that we do for her, both on the subtraction end, where we're sculpting her body, snatching her waistline, flattening her abdomen, and causing her hips to flare, and creating a much more seductive deep curve in her lower back just above the buttocks, all of that shows much more on a lean woman than on a heavier woman. So there are certain advantages there. Then, when we add the fat back in, even if we don't have as much fat as we might have on a larger person, it again shows with great advantage. Recovery time is highly variable in the sense that I often say that your recovery will be 1 day to 6 months. It takes about 6 months for complete recovery and renovation of the internal structures of the body, but the client is asked to walk around, perhaps do a mile walk the next day. So we don't want people laying around in bed. This is a recovery where we want them to power through it with as much usual activity as they can. Follow-up care, following extensive instructions that we give verbally and written, and they see us within 1 week's time, and then at 1 month and 3 months for follow-up and photos. But also, in this institution, we give the patient our cell phone numbers, our personal cell phone numbers, so they can be in total contact with us as often as they need to. Karina did exceptionally well. She was comfortable with the medication. We didn't have to take additional steps. She didn't need nitrous oxide. Her head was in the game, and that's always a wonderful thing for a patient. I look at the time, it's usually about 2.5 hours overall between numbing, allowing the patient to get more numb, and then actually doing the procedure. Putting in the fat is probably the shortest aspect of the procedure, running about 30 minutes maximum. Peak results is probably at 3 to 4 months. She'll see beautiful results at 1 month, but at 3 months, she will have lost whatever fat she's going to lose, but also in that time frame, her waistline will have narrowed down, her skin's going to tighten up. With or without the Morpheus, the skin contracts down, and she gets that beautiful ratio we're trying to achieve.
I am most happy about the shape that I have gained. Even though it's only about a week, 2 weeks out, I can definitely see a difference in my shape. The healing process went pretty well. I had surgery on a Friday, and I went back to work on a Monday. I felt a little bit of soreness here and there. Just felt like I had done a really serious workout. My abs that haven't worked out in forever, they definitely were sore, but besides that, everything else was really good. To be awake during surgery definitely was not all I had thought it was going to be. I think that it was more so in my head thinking it was going to be more painful, but it actually was a breeze. Once I got the anesthesia put in, that was probably the most uncomfortable part of the procedure. I'd probably say on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be a 2. Obviously everybody's tolerance is different to pain, but for me I feel like mine's like a normal tolerancy, so a 2 is pretty fair, putting it, engaging it that way. The doctors were great. Dr. Shuell was amazing. Him and my nurse, Jill, were both great at keeping conversations up with me, keeping my mind off of things. I feel like my procedure was probably around 4 hours long, but it honestly felt like it was an hour and a half. I would definitely say this is the happiest I've been with my body in a while, since probably high school. So being a mother of 2, getting that shape back, because before working out and doing dieting just didn't really cut it for me. So having this was amazing. I definitely wish that I had done this sooner. I'm just so ecstatic about my results. Couldn't be happier. Definitely is not all it seems to be as far as thinking that it's going to be painful being awake for it. It was a breeze, it was a walk in the park after the anesthesia hit. All the staff were amazing, so I definitely would recommend friends and family because you definitely genuinely feel cared for here.